Hello and welcome to Great Casino Games. I'm your host, Vegas Vic, and today I am at the Global Gaming Congress and Expo in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the annual gaming convention where all the greatest and newest casino games are exhibited for the first time, both slot machines as well as table games. And right here in my program, Great Casino Games, you will be able to see some of these new innovations which will soon be available in your favorite casino. So come along with me and we'll go to see the Great Casino Games. Hello and welcome back to the show. I am here today again at the Global Gaming Congress and Expo, and this time I have the good fortune to be in front of the Everi booth, makers of some of the greatest slot machine games, including those machines you have the handle and you pull, and it's called the real machines, the steppers. And joining me today is Mr. Lee Higgins, the Director of Product Communication. Thank you very much for being part of our show.
Yeah, Victor, thanks so much for being here. Really excited that you're able to join us this morning. The booth was packed yesterday. We're anticipating a really packed booth again this morning and the rest of the day today. I think I mentioned to you earlier when we spoke, we've got roughly 70 plus new games, so a lot of new content. We're also introducing 5 new cabinets, which we're really excited about. We want to show you here in just a minute. But I think we've got, as far as content is concerned, I think we've got something for really every player. So you've got really volatile games that are Asian-style volatile games. We've also got your classic hold and respin games. We're also introducing a new 3-pot game, which Everi has never introduced before to the market. So we're really excited about that. But also, like you said, to your point, we're also really excited about a lot of the stepper content, the 3-row mechs, that we're really excited to show you. So.
Okay, well that's awesome. Now, before we go over there, would you please tell us a little bit about the company, about Everi itself?
Yeah, so Everi has been in existence, used to be called Multimedia Games, and then was actually acquired back in 2015 and was rebranded to Everi. And so Everi has really several business units, right? So we've got our games division, our games which you see behind us, but also our fintech, so all of our financial technology solutions, a lot of kiosks and cash products, cash access products that we place on casino floors. We've also got a digital gaming business now, so a lot of online gaming, which we're really excited about, which is actually in the back of the booth, which has been blowing up over the last 2 or 3 years. So really excited about that. So we touch a lot of different parts of the casino.
All right, well that's awesome. Now what we are going to see, folks, is we're going to go and look at some of these brand new games which are being shown here for the very first time, but you'll be able to play them in your favorite casino soon. So Lee, which wonderful games did you pick for us today?
Yeah, so I think we're going to start with our 3-row mechs, some of our new stepper content, and then we'll move into more of our core products, right? So a lot of our standard video products. Dynamite Pop series is one, Destiny Link is another one, and then we'll also, I think towards the end of our conversation, I want to show you some of our premium products, right? So some of the Smokin' Hot stuff, Spin Frenzy, which is on a brand new cabinet this year, so really excited to show you what we've got.
Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, folks, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go back there, and through the magic of video editing, we'll be there in a shortly. So here we are with the magic of video editing, right in front of one of those favorite games that Lee was talking about. Now, Lee, would you please tell us what this game is?
Sure. So this is called Scarab Stacks, and we've got Sapphire Stacks. So this is actually our first attempt. I don't think we've ever introduced a product like this before in the stepper space. So this is all about scatter pays. So they're not line pays by any means. It's just landing scatters, right? So in this instance here. So we're just looking for, so in this instance, right, we've got 5 scatters, and then it pays out, right? So really simple. We've got multipliers, obviously on the reels. It also has, I believe it has a respin feature to it.
Now, this is one of those games where you also have a handle there. You can pull it just like the old traditional
exactly.
Slot machines. And now you have the delay reel, which shows you all of that for anticipation, things
exactly.
like that. Now,
exactly.
Now, is this a new cabinet or is this a new version of it?
Actually, good question. So this is actually one of our new cabinets. This is Classic Signature. So, like Victor, like you said, we've kind of been the leader in the stepper space, particularly when it comes to high denom, and this is a high denom mech. So we had a cabinet called Player Classic, if you remember. Gosh, we probably for 12 or 15 years, and we really needed to future-proof it, right? And so we introduced about 2 years ago the Player Classic Signature Cabinet, which is what you see here. I think we've got 18 or 20 titles now available on Player Classic Signature that we've introduced. So we're really excited about this cabinet, but also really excited about this new game content.
Okay, that's awesome. Listen, now I know that I wish we could do this in the casino, but this is a demonstration model.
Sure.
So could you show us some of those jackpot special
Sure.
features?
Yeah. So let me go up here.
Hang on. Oops, we dropped the microphone.
Oh.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I'm going to show. That's right. It does have a respin and it's got a nudge.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the respin first. So there's the nudge, right? So you've got 2 scatter pays. I'm sorry, we landed 4. Right, and then it pays out. So let me do, that was a nudge feature, now let me do the respin feature for you. So that can happen, that was on a losing
bet,
spin,
and you still get something to win.
which is really exciting. I think separate players will really appreciate that.
Well, yeah, every time you get something for nothing is good.
Exactly. And then we'll trigger progressive, right? So this is, we got 6 tiers.
I see. Okay, so now we've hit up there at the jackpots things. So, and
That's right.
we're ringing the bells everywhere, and everybody loves us, right?
You got it.
Okay.
So really excited about this game.
Yeah. So this is absolutely awesome. So I know that this is just one of them. Can you show us another game that's one of these real games where you pull the handle like the old ones?
Yeah. So I'm going to show you. If you remember Evel Knievel.
Oh yes, I remember. I'm old enough to remember
Okay.
Evel Knievel, the
and
famous stuntman.
I think a lot of our stepper players will appreciate it. And Evel Knievel is just around over here.
Okay, so folks, why don't you come and follow us around, and we'll go right over there and we'll take a look at the Evel Knievel game. Come on. Okay, so here we are now with the game called Evel Knievel, which is based on the life of that incredible stuntman that most of us in the older age group remember. Now, of course, this is what's called a stepper slot machine, but we all know it as a real machine. That's where you pull the handle on it, although you can press the button. But there's nothing old about this game. In fact, it's extremely new. So would you please show us what this game is all about?
Yeah, so really excited about Evel Knievel Legend is the name of the game. So this is actually a brand new product for us. This is called Player Classic Reserve. This is the next iteration of, if folks know what we call our Skyline Revolve cabinet. So Skyline Revolve had a mechanical wheel. Player Classic Reserve has a video wheel, and it actually sits, that topper sits a lot taller. So the cabinet's it's about 9.5, 10 feet tall. And it also has these optional merchandising walls, which really amplifies the light, which I think is going to be really eye-catching on a casino floor. So let me show you just really quickly Evel Knievel. So really excited about this licensed content. It actually has clips from some of his biggest stunts, which I think a lot of players will appreciate.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of these features that this game has. So go ahead and play it for us.
Yeah, let me trigger I'll go straight to the wheel bonus.
Okay, so we're going to go and look at the wheel bonus, even though it's.
So see Evel Knievel, he's gonna make the jump all the way up to the wheel.
All right, straight up there. Okay, that's wonderful.
And the wheel's going to spin. You've got multipliers that are applied to those credit values, right?
Right.
And it's going to spin. Come on, Major.
Yeah, see, we all get excited about this.
So 200 credits, exactly. So 200
Okay.
credits at 2x.
All right, so that's awesome. Now, does it have another one of these jackpots? Can you show us?
It does. So let me show you. This. Let me show you the respin.
Okay, so this is the respin feature, folks. Now we get. Oh, I see
that middle. Yeah. So the center wheel is going to hold, and then it will respin. Yeah. So it's got a lot of classic mechanics. I think that separate players will appreciate. Right. Just a very, very conventional respin. You've got the wheel bonus to it.
And this is, of course, a multi-line machine.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a 9-line player-facing multi-denom. So and that just that was a progressive. So
So now we hit the progressive bonus. All right. All I have to say is, where do we go to cash in?
I know, right?
Now we can't do that over here, folks.
wish we could.
But you can look for this game in your favorite casino. When will this game be available?
So this game's going to be available in Q1 of next year, so like January, February timeframe.
I see. Okay, and the game that we saw just before, when will that be available?
I think that's going to be available. I think by the end of the year. So.
Okay, well that's wonderful. Now I know that there's a lot of games for us to choose from. So how about one of your video game products? Do you have something that you would like to show us?
Sure, I'm going to show you guys Dynamite Pop Series, which is actually just right behind us.
Okay, so why don't we just turn around because it's right over here. So let's go and turn our way this way. And so go ahead, Lee. Just let us know what this game is about.
Yeah, so this is our first kind of foray into the three-pot game. If you're familiar with three-pot. Three-pot is really, it's been on floors for several years now. It's trending. I think players resonate with it, right? But we've done a slight twist on this three-pot mechanic. So it's not your typical three-pot respin or three-pot hold and respin. This is actually three-pot with a pot bonus. I don't know if you played our Cha-Ching game that we introduced to market probably about a year and a half
Yes,
ago.
I remember that game. Yes.
So it's simply just it's a pick game in the base gameplay. So you're picking presents, right? It's very simple. But with this, each of these three pots will trigger an enhanced bonus, right? So whether it's a multiplier, an enhanced jackpot.
So why don't you just show
Yes.
us how some of this works, and we can take a look at it and experience some of this for ourselves.
Sure. So let me show you the 3 combo bonus here. So this is going to trigger all 3. So you're probably familiar with this screen. So this looks, and there's a lot going on here.
Right.
But we actually took this, like I said, from our Cha-Ching game, which actually has been performing really, really well in the field over the last year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, so now we're doing all these.
So these arrows will spin. So what we're doing is we're gonna hit the button and we're gonna try to get credit values. If we land on one of these arrows, then we'll collect, depending on which direction it's in, whether it's horizontal or vertical, right? We'll get all those credit values within that row or column.
Oh, that's awesome.
Does that make sense?
So you're going to win a whole bunch for just
I
one.
hope so. But you also see these jewels here. Those are applied to the progressives up top here, right? So we actually just won the mini.
Oh, so we just won the mini jackpot?
That's right.
All right, so all we have to do now is head over to the cashier's gate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now, I would like to show another game. Could you pick another game for us to see?
Sure, so I was going to say, right behind us on this other side of the bank, let's take a look at Destiny Link series.
Okay, folks, come on, let's walk around here. As you can see, the booth is very busy, but this is exciting stuff. So come on along with us and we'll just go over there. Okay, so here we are. We just took a little turn around from where we were before, and we are now in front of which game, Lee?
Yeah, so this is called Destiny Link. It's got 2 base themes. It's got Tiger Empress and Great Treasure and Tiger Empress, which we're really excited about. So similar to Dynamite Pop, this is your standard core video game, right? So we just saw the 3-pot game or 3-pot mechanic. This is your conventional hold and respin. It's a volatile game. Really excited about this one.
Okay, so let's see how some of this game plays here. If you can give us a little bit of a demonstration.
Yeah, so really the key in this game is you want to land at least 6 orbs. That will then trigger the hold and respin. And then if you land a gong, it then upgrades all those credit values that are on screen.
Okay, that's awesome.
So,
why don't you give us a little demo over here?
Yeah, so let me show you the hold and spin.
Of course, I wish we could do that in a casino, but this is a demonstration model, folks. So this is only available here for us, so you can see what you are going to win.
So here we landed we landed those 6 orbs. And initially awards you, I think, 3 respins. So you see we landed the gong there, and then it's going to upgrade all those credit values for all the orbs that are on screen.
So it looks like we're winning a lot of money here. Keep going.
Here you go, exactly. So we've got 2 spins left. Gong lands, upgrades those orbs. We've got one respin remaining. and then upgrades again. So I think those players that, think of those that are like that math ride, right? Like kind of gambler style games, I think they'll really appreciate this one.
Okay, well that's awesome. Now, when will this game be available in the casinos?
Yeah, so good question. So these games are going to be actually released in December. So these are going to be hitting the floors soon. Both Destiny Link and Dynamite Pop, which we just saw.
Okay, so the last two games that we saw will be available this year, so they can be played for the holiday season, correct?
Correct, that's right.
All right, well that's awesome. And I know there's a lot to see here, folks, so we're going to go and show you some of these things in a different version of our program. But for the time being, I would like to thank you very much, Lee. I appreciate you joining us on Great Casino Games.
Thank you so much, Victor. Really appreciate the time.
All right, well, thank you, folks. And I'll be seeing you again a little bit later, but for now, we're going to go and take another little tour here at the Everi booth. And I thank you all very much again, and I'll see you next time. So long.